If you struggle to fall asleep, wake up during the night or feel exhausted during the day, then this video is for you. When you can't sleep, it's not just about feeling tired, but you might find yourself feeling irritable, anxious, frustrated. It affects your mood, your work, and even your relationships. And if you've tried all of the usual advice, going to bed early, avoiding caffeine, meditating, only to find that none of it is working, then you're probably wondering, what are you doing wrong? If this sounds familiar, then please keep watching, because I'm going to explain exactly what is happening here and, more importantly, how you can fix it. In this video, I'll be sharing 3 simple science-backed ways to improve your sleep. These strategies are based on cognitive behavioural therapy for insomnia, the most effective long-term treatment for poor sleepers. So you won't just be guessing what might work, you'll be using evidence-based methods that actually help. I'm Kathryn Pinkham, founder of the Insomnia Clinic, the UK's leading insomnia service. Since working as a consultant in the NHS, I have helped thousands of people to improve their sleep using techniques like this. I've been featured on ITV, I've worked with major organisations, Lloyds Bank, Deloitte and the NHS, and I collaborate with other professionals to try and show people the correct advice to help them sleep better. So let's start with tip 1, spend less time in bed. This sounds counterintuitive, I know, but by reducing the time you spend in bed, you can actually improve your sleep. In order to sleep well, we have to have a healthy appetite for sleep, and this appetite is built up by time out of bed. What happens when we are sleeping poorly is we tend to go to bed too early, or we stay in bed for longer to try and give us more opportunity to catch up on lost sleep. But it actually works in the opposite way. Your appetite isn't high enough, so you lie in bed awake, you start to feel anxious, frustrated, sad, and then your body creates adrenaline in a response to these negative feelings. So simply by going to bed later and setting an earlier alarm, you can instantly improve your chances of getting better quality sleep. The second tip is, when you wake, don't check the time. We all do this, but this action creates a pattern where you wake, you check the time, and it triggers a spiral of negative thoughts. For example, I've not had enough sleep, I'll be tired tomorrow, I'm not going to cope, I'll have a horrible day, I'll be irritable. Instead, set your alarm for the morning and then turn it away during the night and resist checking when you wake. Remember, you've set your alarm for the morning. You don't need to know the time during the night. And finally, tip 3, if you can't sleep, get out of bed. Staying in bed is tempting because you want to get more sleep, but in reality, you are just going to feel frustrated. When you spend a large amount of time in bed feeling negative, these emotions in your body and your mind start to be connected to your bed. So in time, your bed becomes a cue for anxiety. Think of it like if you were sitting at a dining table. If you sat there for hours every day without eating, your brain would just stop associating that dining table with meals. Instead, it would become a place of frustration, anxiety, low mood, for example. The same thing happens with your bed. If you lie there awake, tossing and turning, ruminating, your brain will stop linking your bed with rest, and it will start to associate it with stress. So get out of bed, and when you start to feel sleepy, you can go back to bed. If you found this helpful, then please do sign up below for my free sleep webinar for many more tips and advice. Thank you.